We're gonna unbox this juicer and we're gonna take it through 3 tests. We're gonna start with the roots, and then we're gonna go to the shoots, and then we're gonna go to the fruits, and we're gonna see how it does. At the end, I'm gonna give my honest opinion and tell you who I recommend this juice for and who I do not recommend this juice for, but we're gonna get started right now. Let's go. We have our juice here, our pulp goes here, and this is going to be the setup, but we're going to go ahead and set it up in another room and we'll go ahead and get started on the juice. But first, before anything, when you get your juicer, don't just assemble it and start juicing. I never recommend doing that. And if you do that and you offer me juice, I'm going to say no. I'm not going to even bother with it. I don't want to drink any juice from you. We're going to take these and we're going to wash them thoroughly, and then go ahead and set it up and get ready to juice. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and do that after I finish that. So I'll see you in a little bit. Once you have everything washed and assembled, then we're ready to get started. For the roots portion of the test, we'll be using ginger. If the ginger is organic or homegrown, then I don't peel them before using. I just rinse them thoroughly and remove any dirt, and then chop them up as necessary. I'm keeping the pieces fairly large because the feed chute is wide enough to handle the larger pieces. So far, so good. I'm really loving this vertical style juicer. It seems that this build allows gravity to assist in the juicing process. You have the option of opening the juice valve and allowing the juice to flow out as soon as it's processed. However, I prefer to keep it closed until the juice cup is filled all the way up. It seems that when you do it this way, it's mixing the juice together while simultaneously processing your produce. Now check this out. That is straight up ginger juice. It gets no fresher than this. Also, take a look at how dry this pulp is. Looks like it passed the roots test for me. Let's move on to the shoots. Alright, I still chopped up the greens, but only a little bit. Normally, I would never leave the pieces this big and process with a slow auger juicer like this. With my other juicers, I would need the pusher to push the greens through the feed chute. But in this vertical juicer, let's see if I can just drop the produce in and let gravity do the work for me. So far, so good. Now, there were a few times when I thought the produce was gonna get stuck, but after a couple of spins, it was able to process by itself. No need for the plunger yet. Again, I close the valve until the contents fill up all the way to ensure a good mix. Now look at how dark and rich this is. This is all greens and 1 key lime. I probably didn't even need to put the key lime in there. So bitter, yet so good, especially in these times that we're currently in. To be honest with you, I can use a shot of this right now. Looks like it's just a little bit over the capacity of my 32-ounce mason jar. I may have to just drink the rest. Moving right along. Now we're at the fruit portion of the video. This wide feed chute allows you to process whole organic apples without cutting. The reason why I mention organic apples because for some odd reason the conventional ones seem to be a lot larger than these. The apples seem to be easy work for this Comfee slow juicer. As a matter of fact, it processed everything with ease. I processed about 20 apples, which seemed to be the maximum capacity for this juicer. After that, it began to clog up a little bit, and I had to disassemble and restart. I would say on average about 15 apples would be great before the juicer begins to get backed up. What I noticed was this juicer has a very small pulp feed. I barely got any pulp from all 3 tests and the pulp was really dry. I'm not sure, but I think they designed it this way to extract as much of the juice out of the produce as possible. The only downside to that is when you disassemble the machine, you see where a lot of it got clogged up. But it's still well built and you're still gonna get the most for your money when it comes to the juicer. Now the end result of the apples is that you get an apple juice that is nice and thick. Tastes nothing like what you can buy in the stores currently. I think overall the Comfee slow juicer gets a thumbs up from me. I'm also thinking in the next video I want to do an ice cream recipe, but let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Alright, back in the kitchen here. The machine is assembled all the way. Everything worked out fine. Let me show you what we have here. This is ginger root. If you look, I filled it up all the way. No complaints there. The apple juice did good. The actual quality of the juice is very good. It's more of a, it's apple juice, but it's a little bit thicker. It's the leafy greens, it did great. This is 1 bunch of kale, 2 bunches of dandelion, and I believe I put 1 lime in here at the end just to kind of help it push everything down. But other than that, that's it. This is the juice pulp right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. I have a composter out back. I'm gonna throw this in there and I'm gonna make, this is gonna make some good garden food. And pretty soon, I get to show you guys what we have growing back there. Right now we're focused in the kitchen, but watch, we got some good stuff coming up for you. Now who would benefit from a juicer like this? In my opinion, medium-sized family, you're trying to get into juicing and you're making juice for multiple people and you need something with some horsepower that can handle the workload, I would go with this one. It's not really portable, so if you travel a lot, this is not the one for you. However, when we're talking about power and also speed, for a slow auger juicer, because the feed chute is so large, it can handle more produce and it cuts your work time in half. Now, in my opinion, overall, I think it's a great juicer. I look forward to working with it. I have some recipe ideas that I want to put out there and I'm gonna see how it handles it. With your leafy greens, you still have to cut them up. The more you cut them up, the less wear and tear you're gonna have on the juicer itself. Keep that in mind. I'm happy with the results. As far as the color, my wife loves the color. Me, not so much. I'm not complaining. Like I said, the wife loves it. Happy wife, happy life. Overall, I think it did really good. I want to thank the company Comfee for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sending me the juicer. If you guys want to get your own, I'm going to make sure there's links below so you can find it. But let me know what you guys think. You guys saw it in action. You saw what it did. Let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and leave your comments below. If you like this video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be updated when we put out our latest videos. Peace and love, and we'll catch you next time.